I want to show you what I like to make as a really delicious snack. I think it has 50 grams of protein. It's quite healthy, and I eat this whenever I just want something very sweet. But you have to let it freeze, so I'm gonna make it now so I can eat it later. This is the brand of yogurt that I like to buy. I buy it at Natural Grocers. It's called Skyrr, S-K-Y-R-R yogurt. This is the yogurt that I use to start my yogurt that I've been making lately with raw milk. This yogurt has the most protein and fat and least amount of sugar that I've ever seen in a commercial yogurt. So I always buy Skyrr yogurt. Skyrr! The plain yogurt has 21 grams of protein, 2 grams of sugar, 10 grams of fat. So that's some beefy ass yogurt. Ingredients: cultured, pasteurized, organic whole milk, lactase enzyme. It has live and active cultures that I can't pronounce. This one is one of the flavored ones, so it's got additional ingredients, sugar, it's less protein. Holy moly, this has 9 grams of sugar. Yeah, that's why I typically buy the plain, but I got this because I do love all their flavored ones. This is the protein that I like to buy. This is grass-fed beef isolate powder. Very minimal ingredients. It's got grass-fed beef protein, organic coconut cream powder, organic natural flavor, we don't like that, and stevia extract. Whenever foods have natural flavors in them, it could be anything. So that is something we like to avoid. But you know, we're over here doing our best. I add 1 scoop to my yogurt, making this now 36 grams of protein just with this. I like this beef isolate protein powder over plant-based protein powders. Do whatever you want. Something even better than protein powder is eating whole food sources of protein, like meat and eggs and dairy. That works for me anyway. I do not care what you like to eat. I care what I eat. Okay, Barron just called. He's still on his hunting trip and we just talked for 2 hours, so I put this in the freezer, not done, so that I could keep filming, and it's pretty dang frozen. I'm just gonna finish it and eat it right now instead of wait. Next ingredient is chocolate. This is just salted dark chocolate. Also got some peanut butter and a touch of vanilla, even though this is flavored with vanilla. I know what you're thinking. If I were about to put this into a bowl, to mix it in a bowl and make it easier on myself, it'd make it too easy. We have to challenge ourselves, you know, or it makes life too boring. Psych! I'm just gonna put it in this peanut butter container. Yo. Put it back in its original container just to stay honest. And we have just made peanut butter chocolate cheesecake. I swear to God, it tastes like the real thing. It tastes like cheesecake. So with the yogurt, protein powder, and the peanut butter, this has about 45 grams of protein. It also has quite a lot of fat. And I try to eat protein and fat together because it keeps you satiated for a really long amount of time. This stuff is hot fire. It tastes like a dessert. It's minimally processed. I mean, protein powder is hella processed, but minimal ingredients. Give it a shot. Now that it's a little bit less muddy out, I'm gonna clean the windows. It's a pretty worthless task because it's impossible to keep these clean for longer than 30 seconds. Hello? But look at this amazing system that I got from my best friend's mom, Stacy. These are called e-cloths. It's just 2 microfiber towels. One of them's wet, one of them's dry. Oh, it's a little wet. I start with the wet one, then finish with the dry one. Oops, there's no chemicals involved. It's just water and microfiber. Watch this. Don't even think about it, girl. Okay, it's bagel day. I've been really enjoying making egg on a bagel sandwiches. And now that I have an oven, I can finally make my own bagels. So let's do it. 1 1/3 cup of warm water, 1 1/2 tablespoons of yeast, and 1 tablespoon of sugar. Is it okay that I used instant yeast? I guess we'll find out. We'll let that sit for 5 to 10 minutes to let it do its thing. Okay, look at that. Whoa. Now we'll add 1 tablespoon of salt and 3 1/2 cups of flour. 2, 3 1/2. Woo! It's gonna take a while. Okay, let's see. I think it rose. Aha, I've never done that before. Ooh, I was supposed to put oil on the bottom of this. Uh-oh. Oh, it's fine. You roll it in a nice little ball. Little ball, little ball, little ball. I have such a small amount of everything but the bagel seasoning left, so we'll just do a little bit on everybody. Oh no! Now the habit that I've been trying to get into with my cookie baking, a skillet cookie, I should make one of those too, is cleaning up the kitchen while the thing is baking. The bagels are complete. I did swap them halfway through because the tops of one tray, the one on top was getting totally burnt. Oh, buddy. Ooh. Ow! Oh my god, I forgot. See, that one got a little burnt, but that's okay. Okay, somewhere online it said that you have to let them cool before you eat them, but I think that that is absolutely ludicrous. We're gonna eat them hot. Oh. I'm just gonna use a little cream cheese because I'm running out and I want to save some for tomorrow. What a shame! I have nothing else to put on this. This is all it's gonna be. Oh! Oh! Do you believe in magic? Oh my, good lord. Holy heck. Oh, whoa. Whoa! When you've got a stove and an oven and an indoor kitchen, how do you not just make all of your food on your own? It is 1,000 times better than buying it. I can probably count the amount of fresh homemade bagels I've had on one hand. Oh my. If this had some bacon, a little pesto, some arugula, and a tomato, that would be incredible. I would be opening up a restaurant in this house. Invite only. I am both the chef and the customer. Life is very good. I'm running to go get milk from the neighbors because I ran out of yogurt. I've got the best neighbors. Another one of my neighbors, we were stopped and talked on the road for a little bit, and he told me that he makes yogurt all the time. Gave me a few pointers. So for this round of yogurt, I'm gonna do it 15 hours like he recommended, and we'll see how it turns out. Ooh, deer. Ooh, come here, come back here, get back here. See him up there? What a fine day to be alive. Barron and I have been into a more holistic approach to health for several years now. The people that we surround ourselves with, the media that we consume online, it's all geared toward more holistic living. And in a video recently, I mentioned that I was using raw milk to make my yogurt. We've been drinking raw milk, eating raw dairy for years now. And I had no idea that people were still not on that train. I just didn't even think about it. I lit a few people on fire by saying that I consume raw dairy. And while I'm not sorry, oh, I gotta get the mail. And while I'm not sorry, I have no intention of convincing anyone to follow suit and drink raw milk and eat raw dairy. People tell me all the time what they think about me and how they think I should live, how I should not drink raw milk. And if you're in an entirely different chapter, in an entirely different book, you can stay there. That's totally fine with me. I don't need you to do anything that I'm doing. And I don't need you to tell me what I should do either, but it's the nature of the internet and putting ourselves online that just kind of invites that, so that's what comes with the territory, and we've got pretty strong backbones to that kind of thing. I did not realize how spicy this topic is for some people. If what I consume upsets you, maybe bring that energy toward what you consume and try to do your best. And I'll try to do mine. Okay, about to stop and pick up my milk. Got dark fast. Raw dog food came too. It's getting so hard to carry large things. Like, this is not very heavy. It's getting hard to carry large things because I have like a watermelon in the way all the time. Ooh, it smells like bagels in here. We got a letter in the mail that might be fun to open up on camera. Oh, the slightest things make me out of breath. It is so weird. It's so weird to be pregnant. Making the decision to have a child is momentous. It is to decide forever to have your heart go walking around outside of your body. Hope you are feeling good, Elsa. The movement getting more and more. I'm so very happy for you both. Keeping you in my prayers. Love, Colleen. Thank you, Colleen. We love you. Before I can take my coat off, I need to fill up our tub with some wood. Barron truly keeps me alive and well in ways that I never have to think about. This is one of those ways that I don't typically have to think about. And you know what it's like to have a strong, capable, independent, talented, kind, loving man in your life? It's really freaking awesome. Women are strong, nurturing, creative, independent, careful, wise, beautiful things. And the strength and fortitude and courage and bravery of a man complements a woman very well, in my humble opinion. We operate better together. Oh my god, it smells like frickin' bagels. It's amazing. The quickest, easiest way to start a fire that I've found is load up the logs like this as though they're in a round with the outside facing out. Stick some cardboard in the center and light it really well. Then leave the door cracked for like 5 minutes and the fire will be ablazing. It's yogurt time.
Oh, God, $40 that she paid for that is rough.
Round, I don't want to really
Ooh.
For Brazil, 426.
Damn. I've never bought anything from Alive before, but I like to watch live crystal sales because then I can kind of learn about the crystals. We'll pause it for now. Just like rocks. I'm gonna make some hot cacao, hot chocolate. 100% cacao. We have collagen peptides by Perfect. This is grass-fed. 1/4 teaspoon of pearl powder. This is heavily mineral dense. It's by Forever Healthy LLC. I think it used to be Forever Healthy Hair. Yeah, foreverhealthyhair.com. You can learn more about this there. Trace mineral drops, salt, and a little vanilla. Oh, forgot. Need a bloop of maple syrup. Oh yeah, bud. No. Okay.
Ready for you, Mrs. Martin. me to bring Fred home, where he belongs.
Thank you. Difference with this one, this batch of yogurt, is I had frozen this yogurt, so I really don't know how it's gonna do as a starter. We will see though. Hello? "15 hours. That is a pro Frank tip. Let's go. It is, let's see, it is 7:50. This time of year, I am ready for bed by like 4 p.m., especially lately. I have no problem falling asleep, but staying asleep since I have been pregnant has been pretty hard. I'm not waking up stressed out or anything. I just wake up at 3 in the morning and I'm like ready to start my day. So I got some new prenatals by this company, bought them, and I also decided to try their sleep powder. Pretty much just 3 different types of magnesium, L-theanine, L-glycine, and a lot of chamomile. I have drank this the last 2 nights, and within 30 minutes I am ready for bed. And I've slept really well. So we're gonna try it again, just because. If it works, it works. This is pregnancy and breastfeeding safe, and it really tastes very nice, like chamomile tea. Though, back on those natural flavors, this says other added ingredients: citric acid, natural chamomile flavor, and monk fruit extract. That natural chamomile flavor, I don't know. We do our best around here. Okay, nighty night. Alrighty then. Maybe it was the frozen starter. Man, the freaking yogurt sagas of Elsa, Rhae, and Barron. What I do have now is a cheesecloth, so at least we can try that. Sorry, Frank, it's not you, it's me. User error. We'll figure it out in time. Smells like yogurt, but this texture is runnier than anything I have ever seen. Okay, we'll just keep doing this for a year. See what happens. Okay. Barron is about to get back from his hunting trip. And guess what I did? I made a skillet brownie. He loves skillet cookies too, like I do. But he's more of a brownie person, so I made him a brownie. I think I may have overcooked it. It's very hard to tell with brownies because they start off brown. I'm feeling like it might be a good idea to taste it just to make sure that it's good. You know, put some powdered sugar on top for decor. Yes. If it were terrible, I wouldn't want to give it to him. I was baking a sweet potato in the oven at a different temperature than what this recipe called for, so I was just kind of totally winging it. Also, cooking at elevation makes all baking quite an experiment. So, look at that. I think he will be happy with these. Good thing I checked. He's gonna get home pretty late, so we'll check in with him tomorrow, and then that might be the end of the video. What do you think of these casual hangout videos? Hope you like them. Can't reach across that thing anymore because my belly. Okay, I wanted to show you how great my yogurt turned out. However, yesterday I separated the yogurt from the whey, right? For the first time ever, I had a cheesecloth and separated it. So I had a full container of whey. I opened up the fridge yesterday to pull something out. The whole whey came out onto the floor. The lid came off. It fell on the floor like this. Suction to the floor. So it had hardly spilled, but I knew I couldn't save it. So I just watched it for a few minutes and decided what to do about it. So I lost a whole container of whey, which really sucks. But look at the yogurt. Look how thick it is. So now I'll make my morning smoothie. It's just yogurt and protein powder. Basically my a less fun version of my chocolate peanut butter cheesecake I made.
Hello, I'm back. We did not kill an elk, but we got close a number of times and tracked some herds for many miles, and I learned a ton. Had an awesome time and really appreciate Vic and Nick for taking me out there. It's our last day. We've been out here for 8 days, camping in the snow. It's been pretty brutal. There was a foot of snow on the ground when we started. We climbed up this mountain today because it's been holding a big herd of elk, and they were just like one ridge over. We couldn't get to them in time to make a play. This is Nick, and this is Vic. What's up, dude? Elsa, do I have any other announcements? Probably not. She's currently editing this video. Big takeaways. I would like to get better at, like, I didn't get any shots personally, but I would like to get more proficient with my rifle because it's a really useful tool, and I'm more and more learning like the geekiness to ballistic selection and all those types of things, and it's becoming more and more interesting to me as I understand the utility of it. I would also like to figure out the area around us to get to know spots well enough to like have names for them. Like my buddies had all of the different meadows and different structures and all that named, so then as soon as we spotted elk we could all kind of get on the same page really quickly, and to be able to do that out here would be really cool. And then understanding like the difference between resident herds and migratory herds, because some elk will stay around a similar area for all year long if they have all the resources and stuff, whereas others will migrate in big herds of like 40, 100 plus. So we were like tracking big migratory herds in the area that we were in, and it was fascinating just to get to know their patterns and everything. But we all three had bull tags, which made it a little more difficult because for a bull to be legal it had to have 4 points on one side, which is like not a super mature bull, but like it can't be a 1-2 year old bull. It's got to be a little older than that. May have 4 points at 2 years old. But so then we would see a herd of like 50 elk and have no legal bulls in it, which was a little bit tough, especially because a lot of times the bulls will kind of float around the periphery because the cows is what a female elk is called, but there will be like an older female cow that's kind of leading the herd, and the bulls will kind of float behind or to the side or whatever, so you have to get in a little close to be able to see if there's a legal bull or not. Camping in a foot of snow and single digit temperatures was pretty gnarly, but I learned a lot and had a good time, and I think it's good for me to like challenge myself and push myself in like uncomfortable situations like that. Also, I would like to get a spotting scope and eventually stabilized binoculars. Not right now. Don't need all the geeky stuff, but it's hard not to want it. So yeah, had an awesome time. Didn't kill an elk, but that's okay because I learned so much, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to learn from some guys that know more than I do. Okay, that's all. Thank you for watching today's video, and have a wonderful evening. Thanks to Elsa for making the whole thing while I was out of town.